On this weather application, we just press temperature. It goes to the weather service, gets the information, and displays it. Now how? Let's go to the code. We start seeing a title, it's weather, styles for the body, you notice the margin all around the outside, the paragraphs, a color is black, is standard, the font size extra large, and the width 85%, and so on. Now, on the third paragraph, you'll see that the font size is medium, not extra large. Notice the button. I made those brown. I don't know why. Next thing, I have a list for the next few days. That's a UL, and I do that with no list style. Now let's come down to the actual code. So I see the body, I see a section for the top with 3 paragraphs in it, 2 buttons. Another is a UL for a list, and the LIs for days 1 through 4, which is actually half days. Next, I have the longitude and latitude inputs, so you can type in your own information. Now I come to the script. I have jQuery that's going to lock onto the change latitude, longitude button, and it will go to these input fields and get that data. Now, if you're not familiar with this, you can go to latlong.net, or you can go to Google Maps, right-click on something. The top 2 numbers are the latitude and longitude. That simple. Next thing we do is we come down and we get the weather information. So we use a getJSON, getJSON, because the weather service is kind enough to provide us the data in that format. So we do 2 reads. The first read, we're going to get the result 1, and this gives us properties and forecast, but the forecast is the square of area on the planet that the forecast is for. We then take that forecast information and we put it in for the next call. So we do the forecast for that square, we get a result. Now we get the information we want. So we go properties, periods, and then in square brackets 0 means the first of the data sets. So it's an array of about 14 half days of information. And we get the temperature, and that goes up as the 39 that we see. Then we come down and we get temperature unit, which is Fahrenheit instead of Celsius. And the next thing is result 2, which is the long. Result 2 is the short forecast. We'll pick that up and put that in paragraph 2 in the large font. Next thing is the detailed forecast, which goes into the 3rd paragraph. That's wonderful. Now we do a loop. We're going to loop from 1 through 4. We're going to go to the properties, the period, and then notice the i.toString function, because it has to be a string, not an integer. And we get the name, and the name means Sunday AM, Sunday PM, something like that. And we attach the results, which is going to be the short forecast like we saw above. And we do that for all 4 days. That's our app, but wait, there's more. We come down to the text, the image behind that. So what I do is when more text, in other words, the short description in paragraph 2, I ask if it has rain, put that image on there and change the color to white because it's a dark picture. Same thing with the futures, the 4 days, change that. And so we have a number of photos for those days.